G'day, how are you today? Well, what am I going to talk about? Well, pardon me. See, I've got manners too. um, People trying to embarrass you or um, try to make you feel insecure is the easiest way of putting it. The only way you can do that is through your own perception. Um, you know, if you let them get to you, then they've won. You know, they couldn't do what you're doing if you're doing what I'm doing, and that's transgender. I mean, transgender is a very heavy commitment. It's a life-changing commitment. It's no joke by any means, and it's a very big financial commitment you make upon yourself. So, be proud of it if you're going to do it. I mean, there's no use doing it if you're not proud of it, because then you're not happy with yourself, and then you're a totally insecure person. And you are out there as fair game for any little pathetic moron which thinks it's cool to abuse you, yell at you, scream at you, or call you names or whatever. They're gonna get to you. Don't let them. On the opposite, give it your best shot, as they say. Pack editor. If you think you're good enough, give it up. But it won't do it. It won't work, because I've just got the character where I just throw it back at you. Like today, we're walking through the shopping centre with Mum as a full-time carer, and we do this all the time. We have many occasions where people do things, either make funny looks or sniggering little comments and that, but you don't usually let that worry about you. Normally I just usually wiggle my ass or give them a bit of a smile. Or in Mum's case, she turns around and says, "She's doing transgender, doesn't she look good?" I mean, it's pretty cool sometimes. I mean, for a lady who's probably, I don't know, realistically 85% behind me, she does have her moments when she's not, and that's realistic. I mean, it is pretty hard. But in this case today, we're walking through the mall, and these young boys thought, oh, you could see them as we're walking up to him, and one looks, and he knows, or he thinks he knows what he looks at. He's not sure, but maybe he does. Or he's heard from his other friends or associates. So he tells one boy, and then the other boy runs off to the other boy. So suddenly there's two boys together, and they're looking at you. And you know that they're checking you out, because they like think, oh, it's a man, it's a woman, it's transgender, or it's, it's a faggot, it's a queer, it's a, some little tiny weird thing they have in their head. And then there was probably the fourth boy standing next to him. He seems to have a bit more, what would you call it? Guts, I'd call it. Or cheekiness. Yeah, probably cheekiness would probably be the right word. He yells out at not yells, probably the wrong word, but at extremely loud volume in his voice, he yells out, "Are you a woman or a man?" Well, maybe he thought I was going to get embarrassed, but it doesn't happen with me. Poor little bastard. So, anyway, I just turned around and yelled back to him, I'm both. I'm a man, I'm a woman. I'm transgender. And that was it, silence. I mean, it's a perfect example where honesty and truth thrown right back at the person confuses them, shuts them up, and ends any real argument or debate. I mean, you are going to have the occasions where you're going to have someone that's going to try and continue it, but a general rule, it usually ends any discussion or any abuse. I mean, what can I say afterwards? That what? Oh, you bitch, or you look like a woman, or you look like a girl. I mean, well, boys, yeah, you're right. So when you say shit like that to me, it's only a compliment. You can understand. So if you call me any of those insults you call any normal girl, and you call them someone like me, in many, many cases, all you're doing is you're just giving us the biggest high you can give us, because it just reaffirms to us that we must project an image which you believe to be a female, and our work has been successful in us getting close to our goals of where we want to be. I mean, myself, I see a woman, but I also still see some features from my previous past. I mean, I'll never be able to get rid of these guys, my tattoos. I'll probably never be able to get rid of these great big things here. As you can see, I've got great big huge triceps. I'm very unlucky if I get rid of them. So, you know, I won't be able to get rid of them. I won't be able to get rid of different little tiny characteristics of my body. But, you know, that's something I'm prepared to accept. But, you know, within the next 8 weeks, all of this will be gone. You won't have this dark shadow which you can just see now, and that's nearly, I'd say, close to 24 hours now. So you can see it's virtually gone. And so, you know, and I don't really care on what people think or say. It's, I don't know, some ways the water off a duck's back, or other ways it's just entertainment for me. I'm sick on Twitch today. Yeah, it is entertainment. But you'll also, you know, you've got to take into account, you know, I'm going to have those little minded individuals which just can't get it together, can't understand their threats, their gestures, you know, they don't have any effect. I mean, they may on other girls or other transgender people, but not with this one. I'm sorry. What terminology did I say? Yeah, I'm a unique transgender person. I'm not into the real glamour in the day-to-day life. Not into the great beautiness and during the day. I'm a very casual person. But believe me, if I go out or I decide to go out and dressed up, I'm as good as any other transgender person. I put off a very good look. But, you know, so that's what I have to say. Be brave, be strong, be proud, and don't let those little hate mongers out there give you the shits, and don't let them just put you off your track in life, what you choose. And, you know, the power is with us. I mean, we've got the guts. We don't want the balls, but we have them. To do what we're doing. You'll find probably in time that a few of those ones which were the shit stirrers or whatever, later in life when they grow up, they'll probably either end up being gay or transgender themselves, but this is their only way they can bring up this big cover that they're tough and strong. But, you know, cut them a bit of slack, because one day you might be helping them. And you don't want to make fun of them too much, because it's just wrong. Anyway, I've rabbled on enough. We're getting close to 10 minutes, and YouTube is very, very fussy on that time limit. I mean, I did one the other day for 20 minutes, and they took it off. And, you know, I should have listened to Bonnie. She said, you know, one of hers, you've got that 10-minute limit, cut it off. And, you know, I just didn't have my glasses on and watched the time, and it just went over. So have a great day, have a great evening, be happy, be proud, and yeah, we're with you, sisters. Be good, love yous, ciao.